all-time high, and most notably, jumping up more than 1%, almost 2%, since announcing just within the last few minutes.
Everyone thinks Toyota is still the reliability king, but the numbers tell a very different story. Quietly, behind the scenes, 4 other brands have been passing Toyota one by one, lasting longer, breaking less, and costing pennies to fix. And the craziest part? Almost nobody's talking about it. Owners are starting to notice weird repair patterns, rising maintenance bills, and failures Toyota never used to have. Meanwhile, these 4 under-the-radar brands are racking up long-term durability wins like it's nothing. No hype, no headlines, just rock-solid machines built to run forever. But here's where it gets wild. If you're loyal to Toyota out of habit, you could be throwing away thousands without even realizing it. Let's kick this off with number 4. Honda. From the very beginning, Honda built its reputation not on noise, spectacle, or exaggerated marketing claims, but on a quiet mastery of mechanical truth. Few automotive brands carry an identity as deeply rooted in long-term durability, predictable ownership costs, and engineering restraint as Honda, and that grounded philosophy is exactly why it earns the 4th position on this countdown. Rather than chasing every new trend or overloading its vehicles with fragile technology, Honda developed its success by understanding what truly matters to drivers who want their machines to last: mechanical clarity, structural logic, and an unwavering focus on reliability over embellishment. This approach has created a brand that feels less like a corporate invention and more like a long-trusted tool, built to endure years of service without complaint, a characteristic that continues to resonate across generations of owners. At the core of Honda's dependability is its disciplined engineering culture. Honda does not treat innovation as an excuse to complicate vehicles unnecessarily. Instead, the brand follows a principle of purposeful refinement, improving systems gradually rather than reinventing them abruptly. This method stands in sharp contrast to manufacturers that chase headlines with radical redesigns or untested systems that frequently lead to expensive failures over time. Honda engineers choose to evolve proven technologies, strengthening weak points, refining tolerances, and studying how components behave after years of real-world use. This slow, deliberate evolution produces mechanical assemblies that remain stable, predictable, and dependable, even as mileage climbs into territories where many other brands begin showing their age. Mechanical accessibility is another defining trait that sets Honda apart. Even though modern cars grow increasingly complicated year after year, Honda retains a structural layout that prioritizes logic and serviceability. Technicians often remark that essential components sit where they should, not buried beneath layers of decorative plastic or fragile digital modules. This practical layout not only shortens repair times, but also reduces labor expenses, allowing owners to enjoy long-term reliability without the fear of unpredictable or inflated service bills. It is no coincidence that independent mechanics consistently rank Honda as one of the easiest automotive brands to maintain, especially when compared to competitors that sacrifice simplicity for unnecessary novelty. Durability within Honda vehicles is not a matter of chance. The brand's manufacturing philosophy emphasizes consistency in materials, strict quality control procedures, and high standards for assembly precision. Production facilities blend advanced automation with skilled human oversight, ensuring that each component aligns correctly and performs as intended. Honda understands that minor imperfections, if ignored, can become major problems many years later. As a result, everything from internal fasteners to structural welds undergoes scrutiny meant to preserve long-term stability. This dedication to precision has earned Honda a reputation for vehicles that continue performing reliably even after enduring extensive daily use, varied climates, and demanding driving conditions. Honda's engineering restraint also extends to its technological choices. While many brands have rushed toward oversized touchscreens, deeply layered digital systems, and interfaces dependent on constant software updates, Honda integrates technology with purpose rather than trend chasing. Functionality must enhance the driving experience without compromising long-term stability. The result is a balanced environment where essential controls remain intuitive, physical, and durable. By avoiding over-reliance on delicate electronic modules, Honda limits the risk of expensive failures caused by software malfunctions, touchscreen breakdowns, or system dependencies that escalate repair costs. This conservative approach protects owners, especially those who plan to keep their vehicles for more than a decade. Another reason Honda continues to outperform competitors in longevity is its refusal to adopt complexity for the sake of appearance. Many automotive brands load their vehicles with systems appealing on a showroom floor, but costly to maintain beyond the warranty period. Honda, however, maintains clear priorities: mechanical robustness, efficiency, and long-term usability. This ensures that essential components remain durable under stress, internal temperatures stay balanced, and moving parts operate comfortably within safe performance thresholds. These decisions lead to vehicles that age gracefully, with engines and supporting systems continuing to run with smooth consistency even after extensive mileage has accumulated. Honda's cost of ownership advantage also plays a major role in its long-term appeal. Parts availability remains widespread, pricing stays reasonable, and repair processes often require fewer specialized tools compared to more complicated brands. This makes ownership approachable for budget-conscious drivers and eliminates the sense of vulnerability that comes with high-maintenance brands. It also contributes to one of Honda's most underrated strengths: real, measurable consistency. Owners know what to expect because Honda vehicles behave predictably, both mechanically and financially, year after year. This steady reliability naturally fosters strong loyalty. Many Honda drivers return to the brand because their previous vehicles lasted far longer than expected, required fewer repairs, and maintained consistent performance over lengthy ownership cycles. This loyalty does not come from flashy features or aggressive marketing. It comes from real-world experience, from families who drove their Honda for years without major issues, from commuters who racked up high mileage with minimal stress, and from drivers who appreciate vehicles designed with long-term practicality rather than short-term appeal. As Honda continues refining its principles of durability, accessibility, and long-term efficiency, it remains firmly positioned as a brand that delivers more than marketing promises. It delivers years of reliable service. And with Honda establishing the starting point for this countdown, the road now shifts toward a brand that refined this same philosophy even further, elevating mechanical simplicity into a form of long-term craftsmanship that quietly reshaped the reliability landscape. Now, if Honda represents reliability through simplicity, the next brand takes that same idea and elevates it with a level of refinement that quietly rivals the best in the industry: Mazda. In a world where countless automotive brands chase attention through oversized advertising campaigns and dramatic redesigns, Mazda has quietly built its reputation by following a far more disciplined path. And that steady commitment to engineering purity is what secures its position as the third entry on this countdown. Mazda does not rely on spectacle or short-term trends to win loyalty. Instead, it cultivates trust by crafting machines that place long-term durability above temporary excitement. This deliberate focus on mechanical honesty rather than marketing flash has allowed Mazda to rise from a niche manufacturer into a brand associated with reliability, refinement, and endurance. Every generation of Mazda engineering reflects a philosophy centered on durability through simplicity, efficiency, and meticulous detail, forming the foundation that has allowed the company to stand shoulder to shoulder with the strongest, long-lasting brands in the industry, while often surpassing them in long-term ownership satisfaction. Mazda's devotion to minimizing complexity gives it a major advantage over competitors who load their vehicles with fragile electronic systems and components that create significant long-term repair expenses. Rather than relying heavily on turbochargers, multi-layered electric modules, or gimmicky features that promise convenience but frequently cause failures, Mazda chooses to streamline its mechanical architecture. This intentional restraint reduces the number of vulnerable parts and helps internal systems operate with less stress over extended periods. Owners often report that Mazda engines maintain smooth performance even after lengthy use, and technicians regularly note how logically arranged engine bays and straightforward component layouts make maintenance faster, easier, and far less expensive than the labor-intensive procedures required by many competing brands. This simplicity is not a lack of sophistication, but rather a strategic pursuit of longevity through thoughtful engineering. Mazda's manufacturing standards further reinforce its reliability. Production facilities emphasize precision assembly with rigorous checkpoints, designed to identify microscopic inconsistencies long before a vehicle reaches the dealership lot. Instead of outsourcing critical processes or relying solely on automated systems, Mazda integrates highly trained specialists who verify alignment, material quality, and component integrity at every stage of construction. This blended approach between human skill and advanced technology ensures that each part fits exactly as intended, reducing premature wear and preventing issues that often surface when tolerances are loose or materials are inconsistently applied. The result is a reputation for vehicles that maintain structural and mechanical coherence over long durations, even under demanding driving conditions. Consistency is another pillar of Mazda's dependability. While some automotive companies introduce major mechanical changes every few years, often creating unpredictable differences in performance and failure rates, Mazda's long cycle development philosophy promotes gradually refined systems instead of abrupt reinvention. This allows engineers to gather extensive real-world data, study component behavior over time, and apply improvements only when they prove meaningful for durability. By avoiding unnecessary redesigns, Mazda prevents the reliability issues that commonly appear when untested technologies are rushed into production. This stability builds confidence among owners who appreciate cars that evolve through careful enhancement rather than flashy experimentation. Mazda also balances performance and reliability in a way that few brands achieve. Many automakers pursue aggressive power outputs or extreme fuel efficiency methods that push mechanical components to their limits, but Mazda consistently chooses moderate, well-balanced tuning. This strategic restraint protects internal systems by keeping temperatures stable, reducing friction stress, and allowing lubrication cycles to function optimally. Over many years of ownership, this translates into engines and transmissions that maintain integrity, resist breakdowns, and require fewer major repairs. Drivers often remark that Mazda vehicles feel solid and predictable even after extensive mileage, a testament to the brand's focus on sustainable performance. Another area where Mazda excels is in its realistic approach to in-car technology. While much of the industry has shifted toward touch-only interfaces, sensor-dependent controls, and deeply layered menus that overwhelm electronic systems, Mazda preserves physical switches and simplified interface structures. This protects owners from the costly failures associated with complex digital integrations and ensures essential controls remain functional even as vehicles age. Durable electronics are easier to service, less vulnerable to glitches, and far cheaper to repair than the sprawling systems found in many luxury and mainstream competitors. Mazda's restraint in this area clearly demonstrates that long-term practicality takes precedence over temporary novelty. Mazda's cost advantages also extend to parts availability, because the brand refrains from using exotic materials or intricate systems that require highly specialized tools. Replacement parts remain affordable and accessible. Independent shops can perform a wide variety of repairs without relying on proprietary equipment or exclusive dealership procedures, reducing labor expenses and preventing the inflated service bills that frustrate owners of other brands. Combined with the brand's low frequency of major mechanical failures, Mazda vehicles consistently rank as some of the most economical to own over extended periods. Through these engineering decisions, Mazda has solidified itself as a brand that quietly outperforms expectations. Owners who value predictable maintenance schedules, clear mechanical logic, sturdy construction, and conservative technological integration frequently discover that Mazda vehicles remain dependable long after many competitors begin suffering failures. The brand's disciplined philosophy, commitment to simplicity, and persistent pursuit of functional longevity ensure that Mazda stands confidently among the most reliable names in the industry. Beyond durability alone, many drivers appreciate how Mazda combines practicality with a refined driving feel, creating machines that are both enjoyable and resilient. This blend of thoughtful engineering and long-term stability allows Mazda to maintain a reputation built not on hype, but on years of consistent, real-world performance. With such a strong foundation, Mazda earns its place as the third entry on this list. The brand's thoughtful engineering, deliberate manufacturing precision, and consistent real-world durability show why it continues to gain respect among drivers seeking long-term confidence. And as we shift from Mazda to the next contender, the countdown moves toward a brand shaped by rugged endurance, one whose entire identity is rooted in the ability to survive challenging environments and deliver unwavering mechanical resilience year after year. Mazda may excel through disciplined engineering and balanced design, but the next brand builds its entire identity around surviving the harshest real-world conditions without flinching. If you're finding this breakdown useful, make sure you like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next reliability reveal. And if you have thoughts or experiences with these brands, share them below so others can learn from your perspective. Subaru. The brand has earned a reputation that feels almost carved from stone, shaped by rugged landscapes, demanding climates, and a philosophy that values mechanical endurance over fleeting trends. Unlike brands that rely heavily on dramatic redesigns or oversized marketing voices, Subaru built its identity through a persistent commitment to long-term dependability and structural honesty. This brand did not climb to prominence through flash or spectacle. It achieved its standing by consistently delivering machines that remain trustworthy long after countless others begin showing signs of fatigue. Owners often describe Subaru as a brand that feels built for people who expect their vehicles to face unpredictable conditions without hesitation, and that grounded, almost stubborn dedication to resilience is precisely why Subaru secures the second position in this countdown. One of Subaru's most defining strengths is the stability of its engineering philosophy. Many automakers reinvent their mechanical platforms every few years, chasing fleeting trends or short-term marketing advantages. Subaru takes a different approach. Its engineering teams refine familiar systems slowly, carefully, and intentionally, ensuring that each improvement stands on a foundation of proven performance rather than experimental ideas. This means that the brand avoids the reliability pitfalls that often accompany rushed redesigns. By resisting the industry's pressure to overhaul components purely for visual impact or temporary appeal, Subaru creates vehicles that mature gracefully, benefiting from many cycles of real-world data and long-term durability testing. Subaru also places an extraordinary emphasis on mechanical balance. This balance is not a vague marketing term, but a real and measurable characteristic that influences how weight is distributed, how components interact, and how stress is shared among essential systems. A well-balanced machine experiences fewer internal strains, and Subaru engineers understand that this equilibrium directly contributes to longevity. When stress is minimized, components last longer, wear more slowly, and maintain performance even after accumulating substantial mileage. Many drivers note that Subaru vehicles feel planted and predictable regardless of terrain, which is a reflection of the brand's devotion to symmetrical design principles. Harsh environments are where Subaru truly demonstrates its long-term worth. Snow, mud, heavy rain, steep inclines, and unpaved trails are the kinds of conditions that expose weaknesses in poorly engineered vehicles. But Subaru tends to thrive where others falter. Because the brand prioritizes structural strength and functional durability, its vehicles remain composed even after years of use in climates that regularly challenge mechanical integrity. Subaru builds its systems to endure real-life adversity, not just laboratory conditions. This makes the brand especially appealing to drivers who live in regions where the weather or landscape requires a vehicle that performs reliably, regardless of the season. Another advantage Subaru brings is its commitment to practical, serviceable engineering. While many manufacturers chase technology-heavy interiors and increasingly complicated electronic interfaces that often fail prematurely, Subaru remains grounded in realistic usability. The brand integrates technology carefully, ensuring that essential controls remain simple, accessible, and durable. This avoids the high repair bills that tend to arise from overly complex digital systems. Subaru's restraint in this area protects long-term affordability by reducing the risk of electronic malfunctions that require expensive dealership intervention. Many independent mechanics frequently praise Subaru for components that are easier to reach, diagnose, and service, compared to the tightly packed, electronically saturated designs found in many modern vehicles. Subaru's manufacturing process also reinforces its image as a brand built for endurance. Its production facilities follow strict quality control procedures that focus on material strength, structural alignment, and long-lasting component integration. The assembly process combines automated precision with trained human oversight, producing vehicles that maintain reliability because each part is installed with care and consistency. Subaru understands that even a small flaw during manufacturing can become a significant problem many years later. So it places heavy emphasis on detecting imperfections early and preventing weak points from developing. This thorough approach contributes to the brand's low rate of premature mechanical failures. Subaru's longevity is also reflected in the loyalty of its customer base. Drivers who choose Subaru tend to stick with the brand, not because of flashy features or aggressive advertising, but because their vehicles consistently outlast expectations. Owners frequently report that their Subaru machines continue performing well after extensive mileage, proving their durability through years of daily use. This loyalty is based on lived experience rather than perception, which strengthens Subaru's standing as one of the most trusted, long-lasting brands. Beyond satisfaction, many Subaru drivers develop confidence in the brand's predictable mechanical behavior and the reassuring sense of stability it provides in demanding conditions. Word-of-mouth recommendations often come from individuals who have kept their vehicles far longer than originally planned, discovering that maintenance needs remain manageable and performance remains steady. This collective experience shapes a community of owners who value durability above trends, reinforcing Subaru's reputation for long-term dependability. As Subaru continues refining its engineering methods and maintaining its dedication to balanced, resilient design, its reputation for durability remains firmly intact. And now, with Subaru's rugged dependability established, the countdown moves toward the final entry, where the #1 brand reveals a completely different kind of strength, one defined not only by endurance, but by a near-obsessive pursuit of flawless construction and long-term perfection. Subaru proves that rugged endurance can be engineered, but the final brand on this list shows that true longevity comes from a level of precision and craftsmanship few automakers ever achieve. Before we move to the final brand, take a second to subscribe. It ensures you get every update, every ranking, and every new reliability alert the moment it's released, so you stay ahead of the market and make smarter long-term decisions. Lexus. It stands apart in the modern automotive world like a monument carved with precision, intention, and an almost obsessive dedication to flawless reliability. Where other brands strive to impress through spectacle or aggressive reinvention, Lexus rises through refinement, discipline, and an unwavering belief that excellence is achieved not by rushing forward, but by perfecting what already works. This quiet confidence has carried the brand to the top position in this countdown, and its reputation for longevity is not the result of marketing bravado or temporary innovation. Instead, Lexus has built its legacy through a philosophy that treats durability as a craft, precision as a duty, and long-term value as the highest standard any manufacturer can hold. That approach does not simply produce cars that last. It produces machines that endure with the grace of something engineered to withstand time itself. Part of what elevates Lexus above many competitors is its methodical approach to engineering. While some manufacturers chase bold, experimental designs with the hope that novelty alone will capture attention, Lexus focuses on reliability through meticulous calibration. Every major component is developed with years of measured refinement, avoiding the pitfalls that come with rapid shifts in technology. This long-cycle development approach ensures that systems are not simply functional, but proven through exhaustive testing and real-world assessment. Engineers do not treat durability as a secondary goal. They treat it as the foundation upon which all performance rests. The result is a brand whose mechanical systems behave with consistency, resilience, and predictability, even after extensive use. Another reason Lexus dominates the long-term dependability landscape is its manufacturing standards. The brand is known for incorporating highly trained craftsmen who oversee assembly processes with a level of scrutiny rarely found in mass-market production. These specialists evaluate aspects of construction that machines cannot measure, identifying microscopic imperfections, slight inconsistencies, or subtle misalignments that could reduce a vehicle's lifespan many years down the road. Combined with precise robotics and top-grade materials, this human-machine partnership creates vehicles that exhibit extraordinary extraordinary integrity in their structural components. Lexus does not cut corners, because its philosophy treats each vehicle as a long-term investment, not a short-term sale. Lexus also excels by avoiding the excessive complexity that often undermines reliability in other modern brands. Many automakers rely heavily on multi-layered digital systems, delicate sensors, and software-dependent components that can become costly vulnerabilities as the years pass. Lexus integrates technology carefully, ensuring that features enhance usability without compromising structural or mechanical stability. Systems are designed to remain serviceable long after warranties expire, reducing long-term repair costs and maintaining consistent functionality even as the vehicle ages. Owners often remark that Lexus vehicles continue to feel composed, refined, and mechanically sound after years of daily use, reflecting an engineering approach that values sustainable performance over flashy innovation. The brand's dedication to component durability further amplifies its longevity. Materials are selected not for visual impact alone, but for their resistance to wear, corrosion, heat, and continuous vibration. Internal systems, whether related to cooling, lubrication, or structural reinforcement, are designed to remain stable under conditions that would strain or degrade the components of less disciplined manufacturers. This results in vehicles that maintain quiet operation, smooth mechanical motion, and reliable performance even after crossing mileage thresholds that commonly produce significant issues in other brands. Drivers who keep their vehicles for extended periods often find that Lexus machines exhibit a degree of refinement that appears almost unchanged over time. Another advantage that distinguishes Lexus is its cost of ownership efficiency. While the brand is considered luxury, maintenance expenses often remain surprisingly moderate due to shared design principles and component sourcing that prioritize affordability without sacrificing quality. The ability to maintain high-grade engineering while keeping parts reasonably priced demonstrates a commitment to long-term customer satisfaction rather than short-term profit. This makes Lexus ownership accessible to drivers who want premium durability without the exorbitant repair bills typically associated with luxury manufacturers. One of the most remarkable aspects of Lexus reliability is the consistency of its performance across generations. The brand does not allow trends or market pressure to compromise its engineering priorities. Instead, each generation builds upon the proven strengths of its predecessors, refining materials, improving tolerances, and strengthening known weak points. This disciplined evolution prevents the unpredictable reliability fluctuations that occur when brands overhaul platforms too frequently or adopt untested technology prematurely. As a result, Lexus vehicles experience fewer unexpected failures and maintain their stability over long spans of ownership. This long-term steadiness is not accidental. It is the result of a corporate philosophy that values patience, measured innovation, and intense quality control. Lexus engineers study real-world data, analyze component behavior over extended mileage, and apply improvements only when they contribute to genuine durability. Through this methodical approach, the brand preserves dependability while continuously elevating the overall driving experience today. As Lexus continues to uphold its legacy of precision, resilience, and time-tested engineering, it reinforces why it stands firmly at the #1 position. And with this brand concluding the countdown, the journey through the most durable automotive names reaches its summit, proving that true longevity is not achieved through noise or novelty, but through discipline, consistency, and craftsmanship. And there you have it, the 4 brands quietly outlasting Toyota and saving owners real money every single year. But now, I want to hear from you. Have you owned one of these brands? Did it actually outlast your Toyota? Or did you run into issues nobody warned you about? Drop your experience in the comments. Real stories help everyone make smarter choices. If this breakdown opened your eyes or saved you from an expensive mistake, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more reliability reveals, market shifts, and industry exposés coming. The stuff dealerships really don't want you to see. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and I'll see you in the next one.